Hello Flosstube, my name is Sarah and my channel is Handmade by Sarah W. Here I talk primarily about cross stitch and sometimes other crafts that I might do like quilting or knitting, sewing, and anything else that might be interesting me at the moment. But today I'm going to be talking all about cross stitch. This is Flosstube number 38 and my channel name is Handmade by Sarah W. You can also find me on Instagram by that same name. I am excited to come here to talk to you about some cross stitch. I've been really into seasonal cross stitch lately, a lot of Halloween and fall, and also starting on some Christmas. So I'm really excited to show you everything that I've been working on for the past 2 weeks. I normally come here for an update every other weekend, and I like to call it Sundays with Sarah because I typically post my videos on Sundays. So today for you, I have 2 things that I finished stitching. One of them was a new start and a finish. And then I have 2 other new starts and 4 whips to show. So let's get into it. Oh, and I also have an announcement for a giveaway winner. So I'm excited to share that. So stick around. And hey, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, it would mean a lot to me if you did that. And also, I love to read all of your comments, and it means a lot to me if you give me a like, a subscribe, and a comment, and interact with me here. And it just makes it so fun to come back every other week and talk about cross stitching and be able to actually interact with you in the comments. So thank you for doing that, and let's get into the stitching. So the first thing I have to show you, first of all, let me show you this adorable bag. So this is a bag that my friend Sarah gave me, and Sarah also has a Flosstube channel, and her channel name is Sarah's Stitchery, and she's on Instagram as Stitchy Sarah Reads. She knows how much I love Thanksgiving, fall, and also stitching turkeys. I really like stitched turkeys. And so she sent me this adorable bag. So this is what I had this project in. This was a start and a finish. And the pattern is called Turkey Talk. It's by Heartstring Samplery. It is part of a series of little stockings. To be honest, I haven't even looked at all of the rest of them, so I'm not even sure what they all look like. But this is the one that I did. And this, it's not fully finished yet, but you can see that stocking shape that will take form once I get it, once I'm able to fully finish it. Hold on just a sec. Okay, there we go. So I used DMC colors on mine, and oh, you know what? I do want to mention, let me just grab my notebook so that I can tell you, because I did write this down. So in the chart, there is, I believe she gives you a DMC. Yes, she does give you a DMC conversion. However, one of the colors, it's for bean sprout, she gives 586, and that's not a DMC color. So I wanted to tell you, in case you do decide to stitch this and you do want to use DMC, don't spend time looking for that color because you're not gonna find it. So what I did was I substituted DMC 733 for that color. And so that one, it was a green. It's the green in the leaves. I believe it's like right here. Anyway, super cute. And I did mine on a Picture This Plus Fog in the color, the color is Fog. The count is 18 count, and I used 1 strand. So cute. I love it. I started this with my friend Kara, and then my friend Hazel was like, ooh, I want to stitch that too. And we all made pretty quick work of that. We're all finished. So cute. Okay, so the next one that I have to show you is called Bittersweet September. This is in the Winds of Autumn book by Blackbird. And this is This was a tricky one for me because I do primarily stitch on Ada. I really wanted to stitch this design because the W is bigger than all the other letters in the alphabet. That's the, Handmade by Sarah W. W is the beginning of my last name. So I really wanted to stitch this, and I've stitched almost everything else in the book already. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start this. I had pulled some fabric. I was about to get going. And then I realized that the alphabet, other than the W, was over 1. So I just changed gears and I thought, I'm just gonna buy some Lugana and stitch it on that. So that's what I did. I did a 32 count Picture This Plus in the color Legacy. I think it's such a pretty color, and I think it just goes so good with this Blackbird design. And on Blackbird designs, typically there are the called for overdyes, and then there's a DMC conversion. And so that's what I used. I used all DMC on this, and I used 1 strand. It is 32 count, but I normally on Picture This Plus, if it's 16 or 32, I'm gonna use 1 strand. So I think my coverage looks great. I'm real happy with it. And check out my over 1 alphabet. Are you so proud of me? So initially when I started it, I started with these letters, and I actually started them just a couple, like 1 or 2 too low. Well, then the W, I did it like everything was moved down. And so when I got to the S, I realized, oh my gosh, this is not, actually, I don't even think I really realized it until like when I went to put the O in, and I realized that O, it wasn't lined up right, and I was like, what have I done? So at first I thought, okay, I'm gonna just stitch all the first letters of each row because, they're not lined up, they're kind of staggered. So that's okay, no big deal. So I went ahead and did all of the first letters, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just not gonna be super happy unless I pull that out. So I pulled out the S, the W, X, Y, and Z. I moved them up where they were supposed to go, and all is well, and I love it, and the spacing is now right, and I'm just super proud. So I stitch in hand with the sewing method, but I found that when I was working on the over 1, my stitches didn't look good at all. And in fact, some of my thread, it would almost seem to disappear. And so I was talking to my friend Sarah about it, and I said, what I've realized I have to do is like hold the fabric taut with my left hand and then do like the poke and stab with my right. And then it hit me, I'm gonna get a hoop and put it in a hoop. And I did, and that made such a difference. And my friend Sarah was saying she feels the same way. So it's not just me, but I'm so proud of how it looks now that it's done. And I just think the alphabet looks really cute and really good. It's not nearly an enjoyable stitch for me as Ada is, but I'm glad that I went with it on this one just because I really wanted to do it, and I wanted to just try to do the over 1 and make it look really good. So I'm very proud of it. I love it, and it's gonna be turned into a pillow for my dough bowl. I have such a Blackbird dough bowl already going for fall, and this is just gonna fit right in with the rest. So I love it. Bittersweet September. And next, let's talk about some new starts, shall we? Let's see, where is my, okay. Oh, it's in the one I was just holding. I was like, wait a minute, where is it? Okay, so I made this Project Keeper, and I just love the fabric, these very cute mushrooms, and it just screams fall to me with that mustard color in the background. I just love it. So it was empty, it didn't have a stitch in it, and so I thought, you know what, I am gonna put this new start that I'm so excited to stitch in here. And this is Harvest Moon by Annie Bees, and I love it. So let me tell you about the details about mine. And while I'm getting it ready, so several of my friends are stitching this with me, and I'm really excited about that. So my friend Kara is stitching this with me, Pink Daisy Stitch. Let's see, my friend Sarah, we could not wait to get this started. And my friend Lori, the Grateful Needle, Michelle E. Quilts. Let's see, I think that's everyone that has like started it, but I think my friend Emily's about to start hers too. And I'm trying to remember if I can't remember, but listen, this chart is so good. It's so fall. It's so good. I love it. And I'm doing mine on Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim. I love Fiber on a Whim. And I love this color. How good is that? The colors that I'm using are all of the called for, except for the white color. I'm doing DMC 712. But you can see my colors on the fabric. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I just can't wait to just stitch with all those colors. So I started with the border and I got that done. Then I started in with the grass and a little over halfway done with that. I'm not sure where I'll go next. There are some flowers that go along the bottom, and I might start working on that because my friend Michelle was saying that it's pretty intense, and so I may start working on that. I'm not really sure, but I just love it. I'm a little obsessed with it. Like it's one that I've been thinking about in the back of my mind, like when I'm stitching other things and I'm thinking, oh, I really want to work on Harvest Moon. So I'm really enjoying it. I love it so much. And I am using one strand. My fabric is Milk and Honey, and it is an 18 count. Mostly, especially on large things, I'm going to be using 18 and 20 with one strand. But I also do, especially with Picture This Plus, I do a lot of 16 too. And you know, when I actually measure that, it really measures like 17 and a half or 18. So even if I'm getting 16, and a lot of times I do get it because maybe that's the only count in stock or something, and so I'll just go ahead and get that, and I don't hate that at all. I love it. So okay, I have another new start, and this is in a Christmas project keeper from Tiger Lily. And this one is Santa Stops Here by Brenda Gervais. And I also started this with some friends too, some of the same ones already mentioned. And all right, let me show you. Oh my gosh, I love this project so much already, and I really love my fabric. So, oh my gosh, how good is that fabric? This is by Picture This Plus, and it is an 18 count, I believe, in the color of Velt, and it's got this green to it. So when I was looking through my stash and I was thinking what fabric I was going to pick, I thought, okay, I want something dark enough that my white snow, because there's a lot of like the white snow and white, there's a snowman and everything. So I thought, okay, I want the white to pop. So I was looking for something dark, but when I pulled this out and I saw just like all the green with it, I thought, oh my gosh, how good is this gonna look with the green and red? Like, I know this isn't floss, but just to show you like red on this fabric, I just think it's gonna look great. I'm a little obsessed. You really cannot see. Let me see if I can get it to an angle where you can see. Oh, there it is. I got all of the mortar done, and then this is a different color. I started in on that white snow because I really wanted to make sure, like, it's really important to me that the white pop on this, like I said already. And so I was like, let me get some of that snow in there. And I think it's going to look great. I just love it. Oh, it's going to be so cute. I am color completing on this one. So I have completed 2 colors already. The color that was in the mortar, it's also one other place. You really can't see it. But up here, there are some deer. And so it's kind of on them a little bit. Then I went to that green color that was in the border because I thought I'd like to go ahead and just get at least some of the border done. And so I got all the way around, everything matched up. And I went ahead and did everything else that was in that color. It's in that beautiful wreath too. So pretty. The wreath actually has little beads and a little red bow that you tie in, you know, that you put on there. So it's got that dimension to it. So really pretty. I love it. Yeah, my friend Sarah, she actually started this 2 years ago. And so hers looks gorgeous. I mean, you'll see it on her next video. Actually, we're going to be doing a video together next week, so we'll show you both of ours together. But hers is looking good. I love it. So that's really fun. Really, really fun to work on. So those were my new starts. So I did work a little bit more on, and I'm kind of obsessed with this one too. This is another Tiger Lily Project Keeper. I thought the colors went really good because I'm doing it on kind of a purplish fabric. And so I thought, I'm gonna pick this one for this special project. So this is Night Walked Down by the Blue Flower. And I did start this because my friend Sarah, she had her birthday last month. Wait, what? Yes, last month. I was like, is that 2 months ago? No, last month. And she had started this previously on a birthday and never finished it. And so I went ahead and started it with her because her goal was to work on her past birthday starts that she has not finished yet. So I wanted to start one with her. So I have only been working on the border, and honestly, it's been really fun. Just kind of that you get into a groove with it. I love, 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 love this fabric. And this is called Sprite by Picture This Plus. I had never used it before, nor had I even seen it. I'm using an 18 count, I believe. And yes, 18 count. And I haven't pulled all my floss yet. I'm just really pulling as I go. So far I've only pulled out a couple DMC colors. And so yeah, that's where I'm at so far. So I just have this side and the bottom. And there is more, like there's more to the top to fill in here that I haven't done, but I will get to that. And I'm loving the stitch so far. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is there is a white peacock, and I just don't know because it is stand alone in the chart. You know, there's not things surrounding it. I'm afraid that it's not going to show up good on this fabric. So I was talking to Sarah about it, and she had a really good suggestion. Why don't I just change it to like regular peacock colors, you know, like green, blue, purple, and not try to make it white? So, you know what I would really like to get is a really pretty variegated in those colors floss. So in the comments below, if you have a suggestion at one for me to go look at, I would love to hear it because I haven't done any looking myself so far. So if you have a suggestion for, you know, a color that I could use to make it a peacock, like I would really, really like it to just be, I think a variegated floss. And if you see, I'm going to show you here, there is a close-up of it on the back of the chart. See how it has like purple in the tail? So really, If I could just find like a blue and green, like peacocky color, wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be really awesome. So thanks for the idea, Sarah, and maybe I can find something really pretty to go there. And maybe I could even use that color somewhere else in the chart too. Like there's a flower in the bottom that's in white. I would definitely do that one. And there's a couple other flowers. So yeah, I'm pretty interested in doing that if anyone has a suggestion of a floss. I'm hoping that somebody's watching this and thinking like, I know the perfect floss color, let me tell you. So, okay, next up we have, this is another one, is it another project keeper that I am doing with my friend Sarah. We had to start this. It's Sarah's Sewing Bag by Stacy Nash. We just really wanted to start this together because it has our name in it, but also because we just really, really love the chart. And as you can see, so what you do, you stitch this on one big piece of fabric, and then you have the front and you have the back, because you kind of fold it up. So like here's mine, and so this will be folded down, and this will be folded up. Now that I have the bottom, I can like really show you. So this part will be folded up, and then this will be the flap that goes over it, you know, and then this is what the front will look like. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. This is just one of my favorite stitches ever, like of all time. I love it so much. I love my fabric. I love the colors. I love everything. I did a little bit of a conversion, just kind of pulling from stash. So some of the called for, some substituted colors. This is on an 18 count by LFA Linens in the color Millstone. And what I worked on, so Sarah and I, some things that we stitch, we just kind of start them together and then go on our own, like do what we want to do, whatever. Well, this one, we kind of just stick together and we make goals. So this time our goal was to get this whole bottom border done, and we achieved our goal. So, and we do make videos together where we show what we've been working on. We usually do those monthly, and we show everything we've been working on that's the same throughout the past month. One thing that I love about doing that is to see ours on the screen side by side. She stitches on linen, I stitch on Ada, and a lot of times we use different fabric colors. And so it's really fun to see the two versions side by side, especially because like we'll show each other what we've been doing, but until you really see it on the screen side by side, there's something about that to me that's just so fun and inspiring. So I do hope that you will check out our next video. We are planning to film next week, actually. So, and we do, like, I'll post it onto my channel, and then she also posts it to hers. So you can catch it either places or both places if you just want to have a double dose of Sarah. 2 times. So this next one, I have a cute little mini keeper from Tiger Lily, and this one is Tom's Foolery by Hands Across the Sea. This is another one we're doing together, and we're setting similar goals and sticking together on this one. We started this on April Fool's Day and came up with a hashtag Foolery on Fools. We also do a hashtag that if any of you are stitching something that with us, the same, you can use Stitching with the Sarahs. That's what we call our little segments where we stitch together. And so anyway, Foolery on Fools, Tom's Foolery. This time we worked on something. I think these animals, I think these birds, yeah, I think all these animals here we worked on. We've kind of been jumping around and just getting some, not like starting on one side and moving. We've just like been picking different motifs to work on. So that's been fun. It's also not really my norm because I really love to color complete, whether it's a smaller project and I color complete the whole color like you saw that I'm doing on Santa Stops here, or if it's like, you know, a bigger piece, I will, like if there is this green anywhere close by, I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's on my needle. Like I'm just going to do it. But I have been not doing that. And I've been following with what we've been doing, which has been really kind of a struggle for me personally on this, because there are so many little pieces to this, like little tiny motifs. And I'll be honest, sometimes I'll tell Sarah, like, I know we said we were doing this, but like I had it on my on my needle and I just went ahead and did it. So you can do it too. But yeah, it's looking really cool. I always really loved this. It's really fun to stitch with bright colors, I think. So I'm doing this on an 18 count fiber on a whim, cream and sugar, and I'm using 1 strand and all the called for DMC colors. There's a few different options that you have with, just like with any hands across the sea. Usually there are like maybe 3 different thread options and always a DMC, which I really appreciate because there are a lot of colors usually to a hands across the sea. And I love DMC and I think it's really cost effective and it's great to use. So, okay, the last one I have in my sweet bag made from my friend Kara, Pink Daisy Stitch. And I just love this bag. And I've got a Halloween stitch in here that I'm stitching with my friend Sarah. And it is Away We Ride. And it's by Blackbird. It is such a cool stitch. Let's see, I'm doing this on, I think I'm doing it on 18 count Seraphim Old Stationery. Whoa. I showed this last time because I was gonna run out of Garden Gate and I was really worried about it because I couldn't find it anywhere. And so many of you reached out with really good suggestions of shops that I've never even heard of to try. I'll be honest with you, the place I got it for, it's called like Summer Kitchen Threads. Someone commented that to me here. So then I go there, I buy the threads, I come back to say, thank you, I found it. But the comment was gone, like I could not find the comment. I don't know, I don't think I deleted it. I don't know. So I'm not sure who it was really that suggested that place, but thank you for doing that because I was able to get the color that I needed so that I'll be able to finish it. You know, it wouldn't be a Sunday with Sarah without my cat saying hello. So here she is. I don't think she'll ever really come get on the camera, but she's going to talk to you from afar. So anyway, here is where I am. I love how dark the border is on this. Oh my gosh, it's just so dark and creepy. I love it. And the house, the variegation, there were, I want to say 3 different colors. And what was interesting is 2 of the colors for me were very different. One of them is that lighter color. So for me, my colors really, you could really see the difference, but the dye lot that my friend Sarah had was not. And so she just picked a different brown to use. But it's just interesting how you never really know if your color is off just a little bit, then it could be just like one of the other colors you're using. So that happens sometimes, but you just have to watch, you know, and be mindful and hello, and willing to make changes if you have to, because some of these charts are old, you know. Some of these charts have been around a while and colors change. They're hand dyed. So We just have to be understanding if we're going to use the pretty threads that sometimes we may need to make an adjustment. All right, so that's all the stitching I have to show you today. I do want to talk about a plan, but even before I do that, I want to show you, so last time on my video, Jessica from Lumi Stitch had reached out to me and sent me a couple of bags, and this was one of them, and a thread bed. And the thread bed has these spooky trees, very cute, very well made. It's a vinyl front, and it has a sweet little charm hanging, and just very fall and fun. And here's the back fabric. And so to enter to win, I told you the word to use, and so many people did enter. I wish I could give everybody a bag, I really do, but I did get a winner, and it is Making It with Michelle. So if you will reach out to me, you can either email or Instagram message me. All my information is down below. I will be happy to get this in the mail to you. So congratulations. I hope you have a very fun fall project that you can get up and put in there. And I do have a plan to talk to you about, and then just one other thing to share in case you might be interested. So let's talk about my plan first. So this Sunday is when I am starting stitching on Winter Folk Sale by hand, or Winter Folk by Hands On Design, and I'm hosting a stitch along with my friend Sarah, and we are using the hashtag HOD Winter Folk Sale. We are starting Sunday. You get started whenever you want. This is the last in the series for us, but if it's your first or your second or third or your last one, we hope you join us. It doesn't matter where you are in the series. I did want to show you a couple of my things. So the floss is all DMC, so you can grab it and get kitted up. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 11 colors, plus you need a pearl cotton. It's in the size number 12, and it's number 642. But that's easily accessible, like 123 has it. I think Joann's even has it too. And so the called for fabric on this is Driftwood by Fabrics by Stephanie, but I'm actually using a different fabric. My friend Sarah is using the called for, and I'm using Earthen by Picture This Plus. It's just a really pretty neutral. And let's see, I wanted to show you the paddle that's by Chantel's 141 Design Company. My husband stained this for me, and so I have magnets on there so that every season I can just pop the previous one off and put the new one on. So here's how my fabric looks against that. I really like this fabric, and we are Sarah and I are both going to finish it in the called for well, what she used on the cover photo fabric. Sarah was able to find this for us, and then I found us the Lady Dot Creates in the color Bird's Nest. So I think that's all gonna look really good together to finish. And the colors are really pretty. I just kind of have them here. You can see the blues and the greens, really pretty. So I'm excited to work on that. And we are gonna start Sunday, but you start whenever you want. Please join us. Please post your all you need to do to join is just get your supplies, get your pattern. It's readily available, you know, wherever you get your patterns now. You get your pattern, your floss, it's all DMC, some fabric. You can pull from stash. It's not very big. The stitch count, let's see, is 53 by 190. So yes, it's long, but it's very skinny. So you probably have a piece of fabric in your stash that you can pull for that. we'd love to have you get started with us, or started after us, but we'd love to have you stitch with us. So we plan to start Sunday. And then next week, when we film a Stitching with the Sarahs, we're going to show you our progress on that. So the last thing I wanted to share was just something that I got that I thought might be helpful to you if you are thinking, if you're in the same position that I was in. So for a couple of years, I've been using the Book of Days, and honestly, I'm kind of running out of room. Like look at this. I don't have the room to put everything that I want to in here. So it's been stressing me out a little bit, and I had thought about a couple different options. Like, do I want to try to do a different type of cross stitch planner? You know, I've been kind of looking around. I keep a personal planner, so I thought, okay, should I just put my cross stitch in that and then have everything in one place? I really didn't like that idea. I kind of like having everything separate. So my friend Sarah, she ended up getting a happy planner to keep all of her stuff in. Now, I was a happy planner girl for years and loved using happy planner. And so I have a lot of the stuff. I've got the punch. Oh, I actually have it right here. I can show you. You know, I've got punches. I've got stickers galore. I have, you know, the blank pages you can put in. I've got the dividers. Like, I have a lot of stuff. So after she got hers, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to do the same thing. And so I did get a different design from hers. Mine looks a little bit different, but they are functionally the same. So this is the one that I got. And I will link it below in case you were interested in looking at it. And I actually got the big size. So it is the size of a regular sheet of paper. And so just to compare it to the Book of Days, you know, it's the same, the pages are the same size. So in here, you do have, you know, your month at a glance. But, you know, that's all I was getting out of the Book of Days, was just that. And so now this layout that I have is called the dashboard layout. And so for every week, you have this much room for one day. I can write so much more stuff down. But you also have this dashboard. And so I can put, you know, anything extra, like, because I keep up with like my whips, my stitch finishes, my new starts, my not my whips, I'm sorry, my new starts, my stitch finishes, and my fully finishes. And then like on my month view, I would put like dates that I filmed my Flosstube, or, you know, important, like my Stitchy friend birthdays, or, you know, different things like that. So I think it's going to work well for me. I'm excited to write in it for next year. And I'm glad that Sarah urged me to do something different, because I kept toying with different ideas, and I really do like this. I really do. It's just that I have more to write than I have room. So unfortunately, I'm going to try something different, but not unfortunately, because I'm excited about it and I like it. And, you know, they have the thing with Happy Planner though, if you're not, if you haven't ever used them before, you just have to know that there's different sizes and there's different layouts. So, I can show you an example of a vertical layout just because that's what I use in my, personal planner. And so let's see. And you can also see like examples online too, but like this is what a vertical, so like this is a day, each day. This works for me better in my personal life because I like to do a lot of checking off. Like I do a little checklist and check things off. But that's not necessarily what I'm doing for cross stitch. I'm basically just keeping a record of, you know, what I stitched on, when I finished something, when I filmed a video, things like that. And also another plus about the Happy Planner is because it is a disc bound system like this, you can add pages to it. So you can add your own pages. They even sell, like I said, blank, like lined pages that you can write notes on. I really love those pages. However, you also can buy printable things that are geared towards cross stitch if you wanted to maybe get like some whip trackers or some stitch along trackers. I know there's, you know, options on Etsy if you're interested in looking at things like that. So anyway, we'll see. I'll keep you updated in the new year on how I'm liking it. I think having more room is going to be really good for me. So I'm excited about that. And I will see you next week with my friend Sarah. We're going to do a video, and then I don't think I'll see you again until after Thanksgiving. So I hope that you have a wonderful time, and you know, if you spend it with your family or friends, if you celebrate that, and I'm looking forward to it. I really love Thanksgiving. I really, really do. So I'm looking forward to that. And, you know, I hope you get some good stitches in, and I will see you next time. Bye.